Hello, my friends and magical creatures. We are back here for episode 6 on the Lucid SMP. And I'm sure you'll notice right away, my gear is not enchanted. I died in the nether. I wasn't recording, I was just trying to get some netherite to stock up before 120, and I died and I lost all my stuff. So we had 7 ingots, so we have been able to make a decent amount of stuff here. So we're mostly back to the amount of tools. We just haven't done the enchanting yet, but the important thing is that we have the gear. And then I came downstairs and I saw this: when your server is a bit cursed pickaxe, and not cursed elytra, trademark pending. So whoever left these, I'm very grateful for this. I had left a message in Discord because I set a timer. I went to go get my stuff. It was like 4.5 minutes on my timer, so it's kind of right on the edge. But I got there and there was nothing. So it looks like somebody was kind enough to help us get back on our feet a little bit, which is awesome. But I did, make some stuff, and I didn't lose everything we have. We still have, all of these. None of those burned in the lava. And then all of these shovels we still have in here too. But this will be awesome because I can take these and go get ourselves some more backup wings. But we're not going to worry about that at the moment. It's Minecraft. You lose stuff. That's part of the game. And then I also was out here and I saw this. Push me, no questions. And I was like, what is going on? And then I saw this sign down here: push me, don't ask questions. So I guess let's follow these signs. This way. Not. Oh, there's something. Okay. I guess this is pointing at that. Yeah, that's funny. Kaboom. Okay, now I have questions. Doesn't seem to work. I kind of want to dig around here, but we have things to do. Because today, we are going to start our industrial area. For too long, we have not had enough resources to do our builds correctly. For too long, it's been a struggle and a grind. So let's start getting stuff automatically. We're not going to do it here. We have to find a location to do that. So these wings will be super helpful in doing that. We'll find a location, and I'll meet you back once we have a spot for our industrial district. See you over there. All right, we are back, and we have ourselves a tiny little platform here in the ocean. We got this spot because it's not too far from our base, but there's also not any builds or any other planned builds in this area. I ran it through the Discord, and if anything pops up still in the early phases, we can of course move it. But also, there's a village right there, which is going to be super helpful for our first task. Iron is a big problem for us, and if we want to build a lot of big farms, we need a lot of iron. So our first farm here is going to be iron. This is going to be pretty industrial. I think we'll figure out a cool way to make it look like a really crazy steampunk thing in the end. But the idea is I'm just going to kind of stack haphazardly these farms on each other, and then we'll make futuristic paths and make it kind of look like a steampunk sort of industrial machine thing. But we're going to put a bunch of farms in here. So we're going to start with our iron farm. I will get some villagers over here, and we will get that going. I will see you in a sec once we have an iron farm. All right, so we are here in the shopping district. We have done some shopping. We got a few more stacks of rockets. We filled our wood box up a little bit. And we were looking for a couple books, but they didn't quite have those restocked yet, which is perfectly fine. I can get those books in our village. But then we stumbled upon this new shop. I saw this in Onyx's video, and I completely forgot it was here, and I was just walking looking to see what next shop I wanted to go to, and saw this here. Welcome to Cool Fish. So, there's fish in here. 1 diamond per cool fish, so I guess you put it in the hopper. Here's a book. Welcome to Cool Fish, home of the coolest fish. Here's how it works. Each cool fish has the chance of being two types, a common cool fish or a rare cool fish. Common cool fish are nothing special, but rare cool fish are much more unique, sporting their own patterns and colors. They have a low chance of spawning naturally, and each has an even lower chance of another of the same type spawning. Wow. Collecting your favorite cool fish is fun by itself, but whispers on the wind speak of an ultra rare cool fish out there somewhere. If one were to find that cool fish, they might find an extra special reward as well. How to play? Toss one diamond into the hopper and wait for your cool fish to rise. Then take a water-filled bucket and capture your new buddy. Please do not throw more than one diamond in at a time, and please bucket each fish before paying for a new one. All right, cool. That seems pretty straightforward. Are these buckets? Okay, cool. I will definitely take one cool fish. Ooh, hello, fishy. Common red, I don't know how to say that word. Chichlid. Red chichlid. Okay, we got a common. That's okay. I have 18 more diamonds. I think we can spend at least a couple more here. Oh, I need a bucket. Oh, no. Uh-oh, fish. Common blue tang. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we're okay. I don't see like anything floating as if it were destroyed. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so we got another common one. We'll have to make like a aquarium for these or something. Okay, we can give this at least a couple more tries. We got to get a cool fish. We only have like regular cool fish right now. We need real, like super cool fish. Got it. Ooh, a rare Kyogre fish. Betty. Awesome. We got Betty. We're gonna have to make a home for Betty. But yeah, let's go back over to the industrial area that we're starting to make. Now that we have some supplies, we can definitely make a lot more progress over there. I'll see you over there. Well, my one brain cell didn't come to work today. I thought I'd push the record button. Now I have a big hole here. Well, what happened? Well, we pushed the button. The button worked. We pushed the button. And inside this was... Oh, I didn't even pull it out. I'm not even prepared. Inside this was 27 ancient debris. Now, that's a lot of ancient debris. And I've already kind of geared myself back up here. So I think the best thing we can do with this is find some of these new players that are joining. See if we can catch them online. If not, make a little present at their base or something. Let's spread the good love, because you know we had 7 ingots still in our ender chest from the mining that we were doing. So getting back to even wasn't that hard for us. So I think it might be beneficial for maybe some other players, you know, create up some ingots and hand them out. I'm not sure. Maybe do a fun little prank at their bases. We'll see. All right, everyone, we are back and we have an iron farm. So I know it's probably not the prettiest or most efficient thing you've ever seen, but I don't like to follow tutorials. I like to kind of understand a concept and then see what I can come up with. So this is what I have. It should be a quad spawner, and I have 2 output chests here. I'm going to go ahead and clear this out so we can do a time lapse, or not a time lapse, a AFK session here, so that we can see how much this actually produces. So let me get all of this out of here. I don't need that. I'll take that, and the flowers don't really matter. So I've got a little AFK spot here. We will go ahead and set ourselves a 1-hour timer, and I will see you once that timer is up. Let me actually make sure this is a half slab on top. Okay, so I will see you in an hour. We'll see how quickly this produces. So we are back, and there are no random mobs or golems spawning. We have our zombie in place, and our zombie in place. Awesome. I think this thing is in pretty good shape. I did notice here on this side specifically, it didn't happen on the other side, but the golems are running into each other here in the center. So I might have to expand this to a 3 wide burn chamber, but that's perfectly fine. But let's see. Ooh, 3. Let me just grab all this. And all right, 4.5 stacks per hour. That's not bad, and it wasn't a full hour. I kind of got a little bit anxious, a little antsy. I just didn't want to wait for it anymore. But yeah, as you can see, it's working very well. We got 3.5 stacks in an hour. I'm perfectly happy with that. That'll be enough to sustain what we need. So now that we are getting some sustainable iron, we can start working on some additional farms out here. There's a few that I want to go ahead and get going as soon as possible, just so we can have better trading. Pumpkin and melon's a big one on that, and sugarcane is something we need to do pretty quickly as well. So we'll probably get those 3 done as soon as possible. And it'd be nice to have a creeper farm as well, because rockets is kind of an issue for us. We're buying them from the shop, but that's not, fully sustainable. But that will come after we get the next 2, because I think having a steady source of emeralds will be much, much more useful. And then in the village over there, we can go ahead and make ourselves this tiny little trading hall to be able to trade up. So yeah, I think I'm very happy with the way this turned out. Let's keep moving and keep adding more stuff to this industrial district, because we really, really need it. Alrighty, we are back, and we have made some progress over here. We have put in some additional farms here. We'll take a look. I've also widened this to 3 wide, and it seems to be running much, much better now. So that's good. As you can see, I've got a bunch of iron left over my inventory. That one's got 3 stacks in it. This one's got 3 stacks in it. So it's doing really well now. And you will also notice this is kind of chaos right now, and that's the idea. It will be chaos for a little while until we have a decent amount of farms in this area, and then we're going to make this cool, like, intricate, windy, futuristic type path that's going to go up to all of these different collection points and stuff. It'll be like a tower that you climb up and then collect your resources and stuff. But on this one here, we haven't started producing yet, but this is a sugarcane farm. It is not the biggest sugarcane farm you can build, but it does have 32 pieces of sugarcane. Just super easy little farm here, because the water flows 8. That's why I did 32. And then, it observes, and then once it grows up, all the pistons fire. It should land mostly in the middle, land in here, go down to our chest below. Pretty simple. Over here, we have a pumpkin and a melon farm. This one is not a custom design. This is, I don't remember who built this one so long ago, but it's such a straightforward, simple design. You put your observers and your pistons, and I always like to put a light source block in the middle there, and it automatically hits all the pumpkins and melons and all of that. And then I do have a platform here for that as well, and as you can see, that is producing. So our farming district, our industrial district, whatever you want to call it, is starting to take a little bit of shape, which is awesome, because we need all of these things very, very quickly to be able to do our next main big project, which we'll talk about next episode. But I think what we do now is we have all of these items from earlier. It turned out to be 6 netherite ingots and 3 ancient debris. So let's go find a base of some of the newer players. Let's see if we can find their bases, and maybe we'll hide some stuff around their base. See you when we find somebody. All right, so we are at Ginger's house. We have found our first victim. Now this is looking absolutely adorable. So the cart that Onyx left her looks like a horse is now pulling it. That is absolutely amazing. I love that. And this house is so freaking cute. Like, it's absolutely adorable. I don't know if there's been anything else built in this area, but this is what I know exists here. So let's take a quick peek. Okay, it's still, where could we hide something that would be a little bit sneaky, right? We want to make sure it's hidden, but also easy enough to be found, right? We're not trying to make this the most difficult thing in the world. Maybe we just do this. There we go. And then, you know what? Let's put a debris somewhere as well, if we can find a good spot for it. Let's see what else we got. Actually, you know what? Boom. Okay, I like that. And now let's say Something totally not cursed is hidden here. Might be two. Totally not cursed items. Alright, I like that. Let's go find somebody else. Alright, so we have found Manatee's area, but it doesn't look like they've started doing much yet, but they've been pretty active in Discord. So let's do something like this. Get in front of your portal and dig down. Beautiful. So, in front of the portal and down. We don't want to go like insane here, but we want to make sure that they will question if there's ever actually anything here. So let's go right before. Oh, my inventory is a mess. Let's do this. Let's put this here. And let's see if we can do this. We want to put this here. Oh, I don't have any of that stone. That's okay. We'll just do this like that. And put a bunch of grass and dirt so he kind of realizes what's going on here. And the last two we want to put back to sand. Oh, that wasn't the last two. The last two we want to put back to sand so that it's a little creepy. Oh, hello, blocks. So we are here back in the community center. You can see our wizard tower over there because we were trying to drop these ingots off at some newer players' bases, but it doesn't seem like they have started as much as, you know, one would kind of hope. So I think what we might do is, let's see. There are, oh, that's difficult to get behind. Let's see, who else we got? Angry Elf, we haven't interacted with them much. Chalupa, here you go. Enjoy. And Onyx, sure. I'm sure this came from Onyx, so you can just have the scrap. What else? Cider and Forest. They've got a bunch of stuff in there, so I don't think they've been on in a while. Jazz, here you go. I'm sure some of this came from you as well, but there you go. Enjoy. And then there's a couple of people like, let me just take this sign here. Stay. He. Then they'll know when they come in here that they should look in here. Here you go. Welcome to the server. And let's see. I don't think there's anybody else we're missing. Is there an upstairs to this place? Doesn't look like it. So let's see. Angry Elf. I don't know if you're actually, you got a bunch of stuff in there. The other person we could give this to is Super Santa. Here you go. Cool. Well, I'm much happier with the use of that because I didn't, you know, if I felt kind of bad trying to take all of that ancient debris and stuff for myself because, you know, I was able to gear up pretty quickly and it wasn't really that big of a deal. I think because I posted something in Discord asking, you know, because the timing seemed weird, if there was anything going on, that people kind of jumped in and helped out, which is very much appreciated. It's awesome to be in a community that will actually do that for you. But I didn't really need the help this time, so I wanted to make sure to spread the love. But I think with that, we've done a lot of progress today, and what we'll do is keep working on our industrial district. We need to keep building that up. I know today we made an iron farm, pumpkin, sugarcane, and melon farm, but that's just the beginning because we need to get a lot of resources for our mega project. And again, we will talk about that in the next episode. I have a lot of plans. I'm fleshing out a lot of details. And we might not have an actual like base for a while. But we might make something huge. We'll definitely make something huge, but we might not have a base. Anyways, I will see you on the next one, party people. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good one.